One Instagram comment just called the Beckhams toxic, and the internet exploded. Tonight, what Nicola Peltz' close friend actually said, why Brooklyn liked a comment hinting he disinvited his parents, and how a vow renewal became a referendum on brand Beckham. One comment lit the match. Rebecca Faria wrote that people spend years in therapy over toxic family ties, accused folks of kissing the Beckham's ass, said Nicola stood up for her values, and claimed the family started planting fake press once they couldn't control everything. She insisted she's known Nicola for years, called her genuine and humble, and told critics they don't know the real story. That's incendiary language. One comment reset the feud overnight. Treat this as allegation, not evidence. Separate quoted claims from verified facts, and wait for on-record responses from any side before repeating conclusions. Question first, why did this hit so hard? Faria isn't a random account. She's a close friend who attended the vow renewal, says she's known Nicola for years, and is clearly protective. Proximity gives context. It also introduces bias. Advocacy is not journalism. A friend can be credible and partial. Both can be true. The internet loves certainty. Relationships are messier. Weigh motive and proximity. Flag friend testimony as perspective, and then look for primary sources, statements from reps, court filings, on-record interviews, before you frame it as fact. Friend receipts need external corroboration. Always. Picture the scene. New York vows earlier this month, Nicola re-wears mom Claudia Peltz's wedding dress, and Brooklyn calls the day beautiful. Even jokes he'd renew his vows every single day. At the same time, Victoria, David, and the siblings are holidaying in Europe. Two realities, one timeline. Fans read absence as message. Others see scheduling. Optics tempt overreach. Optics are not proof. Don't assign intent to logistics. Note who was there, who wasn't, what was said on record, then stop short of motive without direct confirmation. Separate images from inferences. Keep a clean timeline. Here's the twist. Brooklyn reportedly liked a comment suggesting he chose to disinvite his parents, flipping the familiar Nicola excluded them storyline. A like can be signal, sarcasm, slip, or simple acknowledgement. Digital breadcrumbs aren't sworn statements. We over-decode microtaps because they're public and permanent. They're also ambiguous. A like is not a press release, period. Upgrade your standard. On record or its opinion. Likes are hints, not headlines. If you cover them, label them as unverified signals and pair with what each party or reps has actually said. Precision beats clicks. Mini timeline, no fluff. April reports that Brooklyn isn't speaking to Romeo. May, Peltz allegedly believes the parents are narcissistic. June, reports say Brooklyn goes no contact, while Cruz posts what fans read as biting messages. August, vow renewal without the Beckhams present, followed by Faria's toxic family comment. Patterns matter more than any single post. The slope is visible. Timelines clarify chaos. Build a receipt stock. Date, source, exact wording, what's verified versus alleged. When stories heat up, your accuracy becomes your advantage. Documentation wins arguments, every time. Go back to the origin scar. At the 2022 wedding, Victoria reportedly pulled a deeply hurtful stunt that left Nicola in tears, an unresolved fracture many fans cite as the seed of today's rift. Resentment compounds with time. Unresolved rituals echo in new milestones, like a vow renewal. Old wounds love new stages. History rhymes. But memory isn't proof. Context, not conjecture. You can reference earlier flashpoints while reminding viewers what's alleged versus confirmed. When past pain is invoked, ask what's documented, what's disputed, and what's simply narrative momentum. Keep those lanes separate. Start with the friction point, control versus conviction. Faria argues that once the Beckhams couldn't control everything, conflict erupted because Nicola stood up for her values. That frames this less as petty drama and more as a boundary fight, brand management on one side and personal autonomy on the other. Two truths can coexist. Loyalty complicates clarity. In celebrity families, control often looks like coordinated messaging, while values looks like refusing the script. Boundaries aren't betrayal, they're boundaries. When you hear control, ask control of what? Image, logistics, or relationships, and distinguish values from vanity before taking sides. Nuance first. Here's where rhetoric gets radioactive. Faria alleges fake press was planted to make Nicola look bad once control slipped. That's a heavy charge with 0 verifiable receipts presented in her comment. Allegations travel faster than corrections. Certainty sells. If you repeat a claim without labeling it, you've upgraded gossip into reporting. Don't do that. Words have weight. Precision protects everyone. The disciplined move is simple. Quote, attribute, qualify. If it's unverified, say so, clearly and every time. Use the 3 tags in coverage. Quote, attribution, status, verified or unverified. If any tag is missing, don't post it. Discipline wins. Intriguing question. Why do we treat a like, a ring, or a caption like courtroom evidence? Because small signals feel like clues in a puzzle we want to solve. But micro-gestures are ambiguous. Acknowledgement, sarcasm, testing the waters, or just a thumb slip. A like is not a legal filing, period. When timelines become detective boards, innocent noise looks like coded confession. Confirmation bias completes the picture you already wanted. Adopt a primary source or pause rule. No conclusion until there's an on-record statement or document. Screenshots suggest, statements settle. Wait for words. If you want receipts over rumors, hit like and comment truth or PR so this breakdown reaches more feeds. Vivid scenario. Therapy gets name-checked in Faria's comment. Years in therapy over toxic family ties. That language speaks to patterns of boundary violations, not one bad dinner. But toxic on social media often becomes a catch-all insult that pathologizes people you've never met. Diagnosis belongs to clinicians, not comment sections. The smarter lens is behavior, control tactics, public shaming, stonewalling, triangulation. Describe conduct, don't medicalize strangers. Precision is respect. Language matters. When covering alleged toxicity, inventory observable behaviors and timelines, avoid amateur psychology, and remind viewers what's alleged versus confirmed. Stick to conduct, not labels. Surprising insight. Faria flips the usual script. Brooklyn is a grown man who, quote, walked away knowing the environment he grew up in. That reframes accountability. It rejects the trope that a partner is masterminding every move. Adults choose. Adults own choices. Agency cuts both ways. You can't credit someone's successes and outsource their conflicts. It's convenient, it's wrong. Narratives that erase agency often smuggle in bias, especially gendered bias. Respect autonomy. Respect responsibility. Write and think with agency at the center. Use Brooklyn chose or decided rather than was made to. Language shapes blame. Keep it fair. Thought-provoking advice. Argue the evidence, not the identity. Faria swats at a commenter who called Nicola lazy, calling the insult itself lazy, and reframes Nicola as genuine, humble, refusing a fake world. Character praise and character attacks both dodge receipts. The clean method is stronger. Specific claims, specific counters, specific context. Steelman the other side before you critique it. Strong arguments don't need name-calling. Civility scales. Respect persuades. Apply the Steelman plus receipts rule. State the opposing claim fairly, bring dated sources, and critique actions, not traits. No sources, no certainty.